This is a 24-inch, 36-inch, up to 48-inch Alaskan chainsaw mill made by Vevor. I don't represent Vevor or any other manufacturer. This is a step-by-step instruction guide on how to assemble this. And I'll be using a 460 Rancher with a 24-inch bar. And I'll also show you towards the end of the video how a 20-inch looks in this model. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. There are 6 thickness rails, and they sent 8. Well, that must mean that these 2 rails that are for the chainsaw mill are the same length and are to be used, but they don't specify that anywhere on the picture instructions. As you can see it in the directions, but you're kind of wondering. So this will actually just sit on top of this. Set your bolt up there, and remember the bolt, it's got this square end, and this will go like so. And that's where this piece comes in. There you can see how this goes on like so. This piece, just think, well, this rail comes into play and it has to line up with this other hole. And next, we're going to line up our U-bolts in that little piece that looks like that piece on the instructions. And you can look and see there that the U-bolts point in the same direction, and they just fit into place. And the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and get your other piece that goes on the other side. And by the way, don't screw your U-joints in first. I don't know why they have that in the step. That would lead you to believe to put that on before you add your chainsaw guard right there. This tool that comes with this does fit the nut, but it does not fit the bolt. What this is either 9/16 or 14 millimeter. This is a half if you choose to use a socket, this little nut. So we're going to put a washer here because this hole got a little space in there I want to err on the side of caution here. Washer, lock washer. This is where the bar will be clamped down, so I'm not going to, there's no bar here obviously now, so we're just going to get this started so we can put this together. Put the flat washer and the lock washer here, because I think it will help once this tightens down to these welded nuts on the bottom of this plate where the chainsaw mounts are, or where the squeeze points are, the pinch points to actually hold the bar on. So we'll get that together. Another thing that I'm going to do, you can tell I've been working on my rail over here that came with this, and the little bag of gloves there. So I'm going to put my square here, and yeah, it's had a lot of use out of it, as you can tell. So we're going to square this up. We'll make sure our edges touch each other. We're going to add our lock washers, and we're going to tighten this down. Even going to put some lock washers on this handle, bend the lows, and have got the 8mm lock washers. This is how this looks. I couldn't find this anywhere online, so I just wanted to show you. You see our little gap there? That's where that tip will go in. Got my lock washers in there just to where it will allow me to pick this up. You know, this is pretty sturdy because we haven't had this piece tightened, but this should slide right down on that. I've got 18 inches from this middle piece to this middle edge here. I'm putting 18 inches there, 18 inches there, and I'm squaring it up. And what we want to do with this 1/2 inch nut is tighten it a little bit on each side as it goes. Otherwise, it will tighten too much to one side or another. Same on this end here. So I'm going to pick this thing up. And that's adjustable. It has the readings on here. Just move this up and tighten my U-bolt nuts up here. And for the next part, they sent this in the box, but it's not on the instructions anywhere. But basically, you just peel this off of this clear plexiglass shield. So I've got the cardboard looking paper off of the clear shield here, and I'm gonna put these on, line these up with the bolts, and I'm gonna put on just my own preference 5/16 or 8mm washer with a lock washer. And so we finally have it together, folks. So you can see how that moves. Now I've left the slack there. And ideally, you want the bar to go in like so. And this is the 24-inch 460 Husqvarna Rancher. Kind of go down here and show you this angle where that tab has tightened down to the bar on this end, as well as this end. See the underside. Now I'm going to see if I can actually make the 20-inch bar, the Rancher 450 model. I'm going to see if I can move everything this way and make this make it fit. Just remember, these are 1/2 inch. This one, and on that side, those are going to be 14 millimeter. I found that if you have a little extension on there, got enough play to get in there and not harm anything. And this is how the 450 Rancher looks in here. So what I've done with this 20-inch bar on here, I've went back and loosened everything up and slid it this way to the right. I want my breaker bar to be engaged. So just for safety reasons, but you can tell that's close. I've moved this to 1.25 inches. This is almost touching the edge there. I can't really move this any more this way because of this handle. And what you have is just a very little to work with on the end. So basically, unless this is moved to the main edge of this, then that would mean this end is just, it's just too crowded. It would need to go to the left. The bar needs to extend some, and the only way to do that is to move this further to the right. I may do that, but I have a 24-inch chainsaw that I'm going to put back in here and just play it safe. But maybe for the smaller stuff, I'll either get another mill or just move this back to the main edge. I just don't really want to move it to that main edge. Thank you for watching.